Like, alright. So, Amanze was born in Richmond, representing Oaktown, Nigerian made, quality material. He's creative, he's an entrepreneur, and he's a world.
Man, if you love black man, make some noise. And if you love black woman, make some noise. Alright. Yeah, I love y'all. I love y'all. My name is Amanze. Correction, I was raised in Antioch, actually. Raised in Antioch. But you know, I lived all over the Bay, and I moved and I traveled. I traveled to South America, I traveled to Colombia, I traveled to Brazil. I go to Nigeria, my family's from the Igbo tribe, southeastern Nigeria, right? So, and we're talking about empathy, right? I go all these places for that, to feel what it's like. I don't go there and stay in the Hilton, you know? I'm going there to see how are my people living in this diaspora. You know what I'm saying? What is the life like? And I notice a lot that there's more joy in these places, and there's not more money. So catching that feeling, that feeling of empathy. Why are these people so happy? They don't have as much as I do. You know what I'm saying? And it comes back to just, I guess it's the basics. From what I felt, the basics. You know, being happy to live another day, being happy that the sun is out, being happy that, you know, your family that's still alive is here, being happy for the simple things, thanking the Most High. You know, away from church. You don't have to be in a church setting. My most spiritual moments happen after I stopped going to church, you know? I'm sure y'all can relate, right? Yeah, I mean, my parents Roman Catholicism was what my parents were on, because Nigeria was colonized by England, and they went in and they forced this, this thing on us. And it wasn't like we weren't spiritual before. We have a name for the Most High, Yah. Some people call him God. Chukwu, that's Igbo. And so we had spirituality prior to this. But when they colonized us like that, it took a piece of our identity away, for sure. And so growing up in that kind of household, they had me going to Roman Catholic Church. And I'm there and with the white pastor, and they're singing all of these hymns from Rome, and it didn't sit right with my spirit, right? I mean, you know, it wasn't the Roman Catholics the ones that crucified Jesus. Yeah, so, you know, I'm kind of really talking more about my spiritual journey and how I came into things. You know what I'm saying? For me, after leaving the church and everything like that, it was whatever. You know, I was living my regular life, whatever. I'm living. I was the kind of kid, I had good grades, right? So, you know, I'm the kind of kid that had A's on this test on Friday, but was at that party on Friday night. You know what I'm saying? Where everything is going down. Yeah, so, yeah, for real, it's going down. And with that, and my faith, my soul was taking a kind of a decline. My spirituality was going here. Time came, I went to college. I wanted to get away from the Bay. I got good grades because my mom told me that if I got good grades, I'll be rich. And I believed her, you know. And so I went to college in Santa Barbara, and I didn't fit in though. I was thinking, you know, this is supposed to be the best time. This is supposed to be the best time of your life, and I didn't fit in. I wasn't making friends. I'm still cool with all my old friends. You know what I'm saying? From out here, and so, you know, I'm in college wondering why is my personal life, my family life, is my spiritual life going down the drain, and it's supposed to, and everyone else is just like living it up. In my family, we're fighting to keep our house. We're about to lose our house, and I'm trying to figure how to hustle. I'm trying to hustle up. You know, I'm on a partial scholarship, and I'm like, all right, well, you know what I'm saying? I'm doing whatever for money. I'm doing whatever. I'm in college doing whatever for some money, though. And, you know, like, going down, my spirituality going down in the dirt. It's dying. It's dying. I'm abusing lean. I'm putting lean on my blunts. I was getting very depressed. And so, you know, basically, at some point, I got into a fight with one of my roommates, housemates, roommates, and, you know, you win some, you lose some, and I won that one. Like, I won that one, you know. And so after that, they didn't feel comfortable. They didn't feel comfortable, and they're like, you know, get on out, you know, like, for real. And like, I didn't have no friends in college. I still was cool with my same homies from middle school. So I'm like, you know, I didn't have nowhere to go. So I'm living in my car. I'm thinking, this is supposed to be 2 or 3 days, you know, and it turned into like 2 or 3 weeks, you know. It wasn't a long time, but it wasn't that I didn't have the money. I had some down payment money ready for a rainy day. You know what I'm saying? How you supposed to. But these people in Santa Barbara, I went to UC Santa Barbara for a minute, and they see a black man come in there, and, you know, all stereotypes ringing off. I couldn't find a place because people would smile in my face, and I'll never hear from them again. No text back, nothing. I'm going every day. I try to go into class, but I got all my stuff in my car. So I'm like, I don't know if they live out here, you know? So I'm like trying to not go to class to watch my stuff, you feel me? And so like, yeah, so I'm dealing with that, and I'm fighting demons. This part of my life, I feel I'm fighting demons. My faith is already basically in the dirt, you know, it's taking its last breath, you know? So, I'm still doing the lean, whatever. And I pretty much stopped believing in the Most High. I was pretty much just like, you know, this life is pretty black, you feel me? I eventually find a place, and I'm like, all right, I'm going home. I'm going home for 2 weeks. I can't stay down here with all this racism. I mean, I've experienced so much racism on that campus. They didn't believe I go there. Call the police on me because they don't believe I go there. They not letting me in the library. You know, they in the library, like, you know, show your ID. You know, and I see kids walking with no ID right in front of me. So I go home. I try to go home. I'm driving, and you know what I'm saying. Like, boom, like I got in a big accident. And like totaled my car or whatever. It could have been worse. You know what I'm saying. The car behind me hadn't stopped. Like I basically rear-ended someone. I was high. I had lean on my blunt. I had lean in my cup. I was basically committing subconscious, like, suicide, basically, like, for real. Like, I was basically like, you know, what do you think is gonna happen? You driving high on the road, driving crazy. You feel me? I was done with it. You know what I'm saying? It was a multitude of things. Just so many issues with the family going on back home. So many things going on. You know what I'm saying? People going to jail, whatever. And so, but in that instant, it was like that crash kind of saved my life. And it's crazy because it wasn't my first near-death experience, like, at all. You feel me? And it wasn't my last either. But it was something about it. It was something about it. It clicked. It was the empathy of feeling like what about, you know, those people who died at a bad time in their life? Because we all go through stages, right? Some, you know what I'm saying, some people get a chance to rise out of it. Some people die when they're at that low point. So I felt that empathy, like, damn, if I died, I would have went to hell. This is how I'm feeling, like, or wherever the bad people go. You feel me? Because I was living kind of reckless. I was living kind of reckless. You feel me? So that just snapped me back into place, and instantly I believe in the Most High again. I'm like, wow, you know what I'm saying? I'm alive. I was around Pismo Beach. I was really between Santa Barbara and the Bay. So I got my car towed to Pismo Beach. You know, that was as far as my mileage went. And I was like, I'm gonna sleep in my car and figure this out tomorrow. You feel me? I'm sleeping in my car, and I wake up. It's 6 blocks and flashlights in my face. Someone had called the same night. Someone had called the police. You know what I'm saying? Like, oh, this is dude sleeping in this car. Like, I don't see how that make me a threat that you need to have guns out. You know what I'm saying? And so if I had jumped up, I'm so thankful. I was falling asleep. If I had jumped up, I would have been another Willie McCoy up in Vallejo in front of Taco Bell. You know what I'm saying? Like Swiss cheese, like, you know. This is, you know, it's because this ain't no story of I had a near-death experience and now I believe in the Most High and my life is perfect. It was harder after, especially directly after. I was experiencing like more racism. I had an experience 2 days later. I'm walking through the school and if not like, don't not fire me now, like, you understand? I had an experience like 3-4 people crying, like, when I'm walking from my class to my new house, 3-4 people start like seeing me and they're crying, and I'm looking like, is there something on my shirt? Like, am I bleeding? What's going on? And so like, you know, it was another epiphany. Boom! Just 3 days later. This is exactly, I felt empathy. This is exactly how Jesus Christ felt when he was walking with the cross. Like, to get crucified, if you ever seen Passion of Christ, you could see, it's mostly Roman, so most people don't care, but you can see it's people crying, like, and I don't know, it just hit me, boom. Yeah, most black people, we like, okay, like, Jesus was obviously black, but how many of us really really truly believe that, really, if Jesus is black, then that means that if I'm black, I'm Hebrew, because Jesus is Hebrew. Right? So, in knowing that, and with my faith, notice, my faith in the Most High came first. You know what I'm saying? But knowing those two things, that changed my trajectory. I was in college, supposed to be doing good, but I was going down here. That gave me the strength and energy to kind of shift, and now I'm going this way, spiritually. Now, it's like I said, it ain't perfect. The next day after that, I dropped out. I was tired of that place. I dropped out. I left, you know, and I got on that train. I didn't have no car no more. I got on that train and left. That same day, I didn't even know when I left. A childhood friend died. That same month, 2 other childhood friends died. Rest in peace, JoJo. Rest in peace, Jabril Abubakar. These all in 1 month, and it included my brother's best friend, a real close family friend. And I say that to say that just because you change your trajectory, you know, from this way to this way, doesn't mean it's going to be perfect. It's peaks and valleys. It's peaks and valleys, but it's the overall direction. Growth is not linear. I think that's what I'm trying to say. Feel me?
So we're going to save questions for Amanze to the second portion of the show, just to keep interest in time. Appreciate your time. Do you mind saying